Welcome to the General's Gentleman.
This is General's Gentleman Shoutcast number 97 with Blake and me, Callum. Good evening, Blake.
Good evening, Callum.
The GLA were building their base, supply, barracks, multiple workers. The USA sending his dozers out, supply.
Very serious story, sir.
Get Jocko Willinked. Bam. Hi guys, welcome to our General's Gentleman Shoutcast. Today we have Curious as the GLA Vanilla.
His opponent will be Freestyler as the USA super weapon.
Occasionally we like to give a bit of a shout out to our favorite YouTubers and do a bit of a role play. I mean,
Dude, I was keen for that. I wish I had muscles that big.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Echo's rich.
If I had Echo Fox levels of muscles, I'd be pretty keen.
I wish my deep was as gravelly as Jocko Willink.
Dude, I think you did pretty well. I knew you were on about as soon as you started talking. That intonation I'm all about. Dude, is this like 2 technicals worth of drop? Check it.
I think I said like General's Gentleman number 97.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like General's Gentleman number 1050. So
Yeah.
that does not represent our actual amount of videos casted.
When we actually, dude, we're about to overtake Joe Rogan levels of numbers of podcasts that he's done.
Yeah.
So he's on about, what is he on? He's probably on about 1100 or something.
Yeah.
And we're getting pretty close. Once we have more shoutcasts than Joe Rogan has podcasts, we'll be pretty keen. Those things like 2.5 hours
Oh wow,
long.
sick Patriot. That's an EMP Patriot. That being said, though, it may not actually matter if you just terror text it. But yeah, that's kind of the problem with base defenses in general is against GLA. It's just super easy to tech terror them.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying as well because it's not like that was even worth for Freestyler.
Well, I guess it was because he didn't lose anything else.
He didn't lose anything off it. So yeah, I guess it's like it's worth taking an even trade to avoid taking a worse one. The nice play by Curious, he pulled everything to the north, made sure the V's went up there, and then managed to take out the upgraded power plant. So there's a bit of an investment there from Freestyler. Which is, oh dude, you can build a power inside of the. It's been a while since we've seen that. Build a power inside of the when you have a dozer inside your wall. That's really cool. I didn't realize that, but obviously that's a plan to potentially leave it.
He's gonna lose this dozer. Maybe he's gonna crush the RPGs, but no, good evac there. Curious didn't jump the gun. Maybe blocking by. Wow.
Good.
I'm surprised he didn't let his RPG dies in order to actually get that dozer. But it was good how Freestyler juked behind the Patriot because it does block the projectiles. So he didn't lose that dozer because of that.
Yeah, it kind of would have been hard to play it though because the Patriot, even as a scaffold, is blocking the RPG's target acquisition. And if the RPGs start focusing the Patriot, all the dozer has to do is keep building the Patriot, and then it's going to out heal the RPGs. So it was a tough situation to be in.
Okay, the Humvees do get cleaned up.
Yeah, not surprising that this technical aggression actually worked from Curious, given the investment not only into the Vs, into the loss of the upgraded power plant, and the second Patriot here from Freestyler. That's why we don't see kind of a heavier counter coming out.
He's just out repairing that. He won't lose that supply there, but he has 2 forward tunnels spawning tech RPGs right near the forward line.
And it's going to take a little bit longer for the technicals up north to actually take out the supply or take out the dozer because they're only they're only single scrapped. They're not double scrapped. They don't have the missile unlock, which is much more effective at taking out the dozer.
He had one, but it just got cleaned up there. He attacked with these technicals quite far ahead of his RPGs, so it wasn't exactly played the best, but if he takes the War Factory out, it'll be worth it. No dozer here to repair this one. Oh, actually, just kidding. There it is. He must have driven all the way. No, it's a different dozer.
Wait, how'd he get out? Was there a gap? Is there a gap in that wall?
Maybe it's like a certain micro trick with.
Oh no, dude! I bet he Chinook lifted it out. Dude, he must have Chinook lifted it out. We missed it, but I bet you he Chinook missiled it out or something. So.
Yeah, actually, he should have built the power up here instead so that he could have the dozer repairing the supply in the War Factory. Because there's no point in repairing a barracks.
Yeah, that could be cool. Oh, dude, that might have been a... Do you reckon that was a cancel?
Let's see how much money he has. Not... Well, maybe because he's rebuilding it.
Possible. Though, let's see the Chinooks. How far off... No, one of them would have just dropped. So maybe it actually got the destroy there. I'm not sure. But still cool. Nice work from Curious, still maintaining a lot of pressure. Yeah, I bet he airlifted it out with one of the Chinooks. That was a good play.
Now, we are seeing quads from Curious. Those are much harder to use against the EMP Patriots, and there is one being built. It's going to finish. Means he has to attack around it, go for the supply, or just the Chinooks.
Keeping this War Factory alive is pretty important. Curious has actually gone triple supply behind this. So this is by no means a full commitment.
Yeah, looking for the tunnels. Doesn't have them yet, though, but getting good tunnels around the map. Well, he's able to push out now that he's finally cleaned up those tunnels at the south. This tunnel's in a great spot. It's near the oil, and there's more tunnels in the center. Sorry, near the garrison, the bunker.
Not sure if the capture upgrades actually come down yet. Oh, the quads are actually going to find a really nice engagement here, cutting off 2 of the Vs. That was really good. Only 1 V actually still alive. Humvee's going to get taken down. All sloppy micro from Freestyler, given he's not really doing anything behind this.
Yeah, he lost the ambo. I mean, trading 1 ambo for 1 quad's actually a good trade. It just means you have to rebuild that. But Freestyler has to do more. Given, whoa, that's a baller move.
Yeah.
Going for a 3rd supply, and it's completely undefended. He's going for a Patriot, but the Patriot is being built after the supply. So I think that's his plan, is just shove down with Humvees at the south to make Curious respond, get his attention, get his tunnel pops, and then he won't have any units going up north to punish the supply.
It was a good play as well, because like it's not going to be. I'm pretty sure the reason that I think the tunnel had vision on the Patriot, but not on the supply. So they're building the Patriot. He's actually given the game away. Now that Freestyle, sorry, where are we? Sorry, no. Now that Curious knows it's there, he can actually go up and attack it. The rebels are coming out with the capture upgrade, so they're going to grab something. So.
Yeah, that's within his sight. So let's see if he goes for it. By the way, that was a really good trade there for Freestyler, because both the Humvees he lost were empty. So it was a really good positioning that the weak ones got focused. But as I said earlier, it is easy to just terror tech a Patriot, and so now he has to pull the Chinooks back. Tunnel is being built there, so this will have to be a cell. But meanwhile, this tunnel, this supply rather, is being collapsed upon and is being destroyed. So it seems the Curious traded the supply for a supply, and given that GLA has a tunnel mobility, that seems to be a good trade.
Yeah, fairly worthwhile. Curious trying to throw down some more defenses, but provided Freestyle micros these Vs well, he should be fine. And I don't think Curious has enough units to sandwich these Humvees, which could be an issue because there are rear tunnel networks now. These Vs are not in a good position, but Curious has no way to punish it.
There is the tunnels up here, but he still has a retreat path south of the supply. But it seems the oil's been captured behind this in the bottom right corner. Another great trade for Freestyler, gets a good evac and keeps the Humvee alive. Do we have a strat center? No sign of it just yet. Just a lot of Chinooks in the sky.
And we have the command center as well, so could be something of an all-in attack, just pushing down the base. If Freestyler decides to jump his units over the line of tunnel networks and start actually attacking the base and potentially going for the palace here. It is double oil cap. For Curious, he's sending the 2nd rebel down south to cap that at the moment, but yeah. So I'd say that the Curious is definitely vulnerable for the foreseeable future should there be a big push, but it seems as though Freestyle is just happy to load his units into Vs and go for a strat center, which is an interesting play given that there are buggies on the field.
That is a bad spot for a strat center. Surely over here would be a better location. Maybe he actually can't build there because the build locations can be quite fiddly on this map.
Bombardment doesn't outrange buggies,
I don't know,
does it?
Maybe it does. Either way, we have a palace, so there should be a Jarman coming out soon, and a Jarman will clean this attack up. With only 2 Humvees, you're sniping half the army. Late with the barricades, couldn't save his palace. I certainly hope for Curious's sake that he has a Jarman on the field, or he's got one in the build queue. I don't see one on the map, however.
Yeah, late with the barricades and late with the RPGs getting inside the palace. And this attack was obvious for a long time. It depends what the palace was up. I mean, yeah, it depends what was getting upgraded. We still need. Were there any black markers? That's also important because otherwise. Okay, right. There's one there. Okay, so Curious isn't locked out of double buggy ammo, which is yeah.
It's a good little tip as well, is if you're gonna lose your your palace and you need to get a black market, but you can't afford a black market, just build a fake one.
That's a good play by
And then
Curious.
upgrade it. A lot of people do that anyway, even if they can afford it, but anyway. Well, this attack's been pretty disastrous for Curious because the buggies had to close around the corner. And it's never a way that you want to use your buggies, but didn't have much of a choice there as he was behind the supplies and was going to start taking out that arms dealer.
That was actually an amazing play by Freestyler, managing to get the second wave of Vs over in time and trap the buggies in behind the supply. So the timing there was actually insane. Freestyler could have hard lost the engagement because he was going to lose Vet 3 pilots, but instead manages to catch out the buggies of Curious, catches out a few more units, and saves the pilot. So these Vs are vetted again.
Chinook's long distance mining at the south for Freestyler. Curious has his own supply at the north. Patriot still holding the line and lost the palace, so no more buggies. He will have to resort to the good old Terra Tech Patriot removal service. Patent pending. We have the search and destroy now, so these Humvees are even scarier.
Yeah, they're very dangerous, and the tornadoes are going to start getting cleaned up. I think the move here for Freestyle should be going for the oil derrick, so denying some of the income will stop Curious from being able to restart his base. Well, actually, did he leave it alive? Oh no, okay, so left a couple of missile defenders to take out the oil, and then pulling the Vs back to base. That's probably the better move. The northern oil derrick looks like it was already taken out by an A10. I'm guessing it was available. So Freestyle, of course, going for the early command center before strat center. So clearly the level 2 A10 being available, and we're going to see the oil derrick go down. So the income is lacking now for Curious. Where does he decide to restart his base? What does he do?
This is a really good read by Curious because he's seen all these Humvees and there's no spy drones. I believe they're all gun drones, so there's no detection at all. Oh wow, he just uses a scan. It must have just been a scan to reveal that.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, I didn't scan both! He only scanned one. This could be brutal. And he's missing the force fire as well, which could save these Vs.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no! No!
Wow, all 4 of them goes down. Pilots survive, but pilots can't do much. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you always have one spy drone.
Yeah, that's a huge miss by Freestyle. It's a good try scanning. Can you imagine being Curious in that situation? He only scanned 1. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, Freestyle missed the beacon, so didn't even see the second demo trap. That was a fantastic play by Curious. That's got him back in the game.
He's got spy drones now. And as a GLA player, you don't just want to throw down demo traps everywhere in the hopes that your opponent will drive over them. The only reason why Curious went for those is because he did recognize there wasn't, especially because he's playing vanilla GLA, so they're actually quite expensive. It's like 300 or 400 for a demo trap. It's not like GLA demo where they're just so cheap that you might as well just throw them down and hope for the best. The exception, as I keep saying, is if you're versing someone with Australian ping and it doesn't even matter if they have detection, they can't avoid running over them.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
Feels real bad. Okay, so
You can attack move, but attack move is pretty funny in 0 hour. Like, it doesn't work very well.
is this a drop or a mine?
Dropping supplies
Dropping supplies.
into his supply center. If that counts.
Yeah, it's
Oh, leaflet and a fuel air bomb.
It's gonna finish off this entire army. Very nice play.
I like how he almost missed that. Wait, how did this survive?
Is he
Technical.
fireproof? Technical. You should be dead to the fuel air bomb.
I mean, there's being fireproof and then there's being fuel air bomb proof. I'd imagine the GLA would spend a lot of money to get that technology, the fuel air bomb proof.
Yeah.
Maybe the A10 proof as well.
That was really good timing by if that's on the supply, yeah, really good play. Good play. Nice. Yeah. I think that was well positioned because if it's on the front side of the supply, it'll also blow up workers, which is the best way to play that. Okay, at least a couple of the Chinooks also evac'd from the bottom supply, so Freestyler's going to get some of those in. So they're taking out the supply at the south, but that can just get out repaired by a worker. Is Freestyle completely out of supplies in his main? I also don't know why there was a scan there. Right, okay, and there's some supply drop zones coming up. RPG pops from Curious being very effective, though the V's are starting to tank them, and decent evacs from Freestyler as well. You got the south is being out repaired. though there are still a lot of supplies down there, so potentially we see Freestyler long distance mine from that area too.
I don't think Curious has any units.
No, I mean that was a full tunnel network worth of RPGs, but it didn't take out enough Vs for it to be worth. I mean the strat center is still available. If Curious had managed to take out the strat center, he might have been okay because he could have taken a much better engagement against the Vs with those RPGs. But the fact that strat center is still up is a big deal.
All derricks are both down. Supplies limited. There's actually still a fair bit here.
Yeah.
This missile defender trying his best, but his best isn't good enough. Very disappointed parents, I imagine. Damn it, Carl, you were never good enough. You joined the military to try and be a man, and even then you fail.
Your brother Bob can laser lock supplies. Why can't you? So disappointing. Short of another
get a haircut like your big brother Bob. What? No, is it?
I don't know. Not sure.
Get it together like your big brother Bob. Why don't you get a haircut and get a real job? Clean your act. Yeah, I don't know. But the word Bob is certainly used there.
Spectre's also online. Yeah, look, I think this game's over. Short of another demo trap actually landing, which would be Freestyle would have to AFK on his Humvees and stop watching them. I don't think there's anything that Curious can do. Just didn't take advantage of the, yeah?
I also outsong referenced you, which is your forte, so get wrecked.
Yeah. I mean, you've done that twice now in a few weeks, so I'm impressed. Color me impressed. No, Freestyler is indeed watching his screen, not trying to eat a kebab one-handed while microing Humvees, so this should be the last push once this army gets cleaned up. Okay, so this technical needs to go for the strat center. If this isn't full of terrorists going for the strat center, I'm going to be really disappointed. Okay, so it was, but it's not going to be enough. The V's are there for Freestyler, and that should be the end of it.
Whoa.
Oh, there are terrorists.
That was a good tech terror.
That was really good.
Maybe he just like distracted him with a double tech terror at once.
Yeah. That was just too much for Freestyler to deal with. Just pulled his micro attention back to the base to make sure the strat center didn't go down, but he lost the V's anyway. That was a really good play by Curious. Okay.
I mean, even losing a supply drop zone would be just as bad because that's his only income at this point. There's no mining on the supplies. Whereas Curious is still mining here, and he has the option to go for this one. Still has a bit of supplies. Still,
like, there are now a lot of spy drones on the map. There are 4 of them kind of spreading their way. So the vision from Freestyler is really good now. And this V army can be replaced. So there is a group of Vs, though. Pulling these from the base will limit Freestyler's ability to will limit Freestyler's ability to defend the strat center and his supply drop zones, which he needs up. But he also can't just stay in his base because Curious has access to a lot of supplies on the map that can actually still be mined out.
Yeah, this may come down to support powers.
Yeah,
USA late game.
Yeah.
Its units are a bit weaker than GLA's with the tunnel mobility and so forth, but the support powers can just devastate your armies with the leaflet drop in particular.
Is he going to fuel air bomb on top of this? That was kind of a weird play. Like, that doesn't take out an arms dealer. 2 A10s don't take out an arms dealer. Maybe he's just delaying production. I suppose it's the same thing as taking out the arms dealer. Assuming the game's going to be over inside of the next minute. Like, that's how long it's going to take for the arms dealer production to start back up and actually produce again. So, maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's had them for a while. It's actually probably... I don't know, but when he took the engagement against the RPGs in the north, I didn't hear any Pathfinders, but it's possible there were Pathfinders in those Vs.
So maybe taking out the arms dealer was just to force him to rely on infantry, which then gets murdered by the Pathfinders.
Yeah, like the arms dealer's finished now, but the production's only just going to start. There's no palace tech, so this should be free. Freestyler can just clean this up, and there's the GG.
Actually rebuilt the supply here, but
yeah.
Well, that was a good game.
It was a good game, yeah. I think Freestyler just won it off the back of actually pincering those rocket buggies inside of the base. Once there was like 5 buggies and they got pincered when they were trying to crush missile defenders, and that was the entire army going down, which kind of just left the Vs to free reign across the map. So good game though.
Yeah, and then no Jarman was weird. I think getting a really fast Jarman out would have helped him defend drastically because it was just 2 vetted Humvees wreaking terror, and of course Jarman is the best counter to that, especially if you have a tunnel nearby. But that was a good game, so thanks for watching. GG, well played, see you next time.
General's Gentleman spreadshirt.
Yeah, go to
Get,
Origin.com, buy
get,
our supplements.
Get General Gentleman shirts and jumpers and mugs. Put any drinks in the mugs and that'll help you get at it.
Get
We
after
do
it.
have a
Get some.
Patreon. Lots of good rewards there. Help us stay on the shoutcasting path.
Down the path.
But we would appreciate you checking that out and giving us your support so we can keep shoutcasting. Would you like to outro us?
No, I think that's good.
Well done, Blake.
Sickening character. All the links for our stuff are in the description, so check out those if you want to support us. Cheers.
Slightly inconvenient, no one knows why. Passive aggressive Chinese spy.